I'm back. And today I'm back with a story time video. Yes, I said story time. Seeing as though, it's been a lot of things going on in the world, I just figured I'd come with like a funny story about me. I got a lot of funny stories, so trust, know, and believe I will be bringing those to you guys, but I just thought that I'll start off with this one. Before I do that, I do want to tell y'all about I have my own little subscription. It's me paying for it, but I love smell goods, but I have a very sensitive nose, so I try Scentbird, and I think Scentbird is really good. And like these last, I got like 3 different scents, but I don't like none of them. And I think my body is like switching on me. This one is the first one. It looked like this. Is it focused? I hope y'all can see it, but it's like, is this supposed to be Aqua Deep Parma Osmanthus? I don't know, but y'all, this stuff costs like $200 something. I seen. I'm just like, oh no, baby, not this. This stuff don't even last long to cost that much. It's not the best scent. It's like a, who is it? It's a scent. Talking about it's a sun-filled interpretation of flowers, deep and sensual notes. It got, is it osmanthus, green mandarin, patchouli, and peony in it. They said it's made in Italy. I don't like it. This one for me. I don't like it. It ain't for me. The other one that I got that I've seen so many good reviews on, and it may smell good, but it don't work for my sinuses nor like my scents that I like. And it's the Burberry, my Burberry blush. And I was so down to try this. Like one of my coworkers suggested, she's like, she love it. So, I know it's gonna be on the same wavelength with certain things. So I was just like, okay, cool. This ain't for me. Let me see. It say it got pomegranate, green apple, wisteria, rose, and lemon. It say pomegranate, green apple, and pale roses blush with bright fruit accents over a floral base of sheer jasmine and dewy wisteria. I don't like it, y'all. I don't. I just don't know why, but I don't like it. It just was not for me. It was not given what the girl's supposed to be given. It was not given. So no, that's a no dog for me, for both. Now, I don't know if my nose would change later on with one or both, but right now, somebody could come get them Scentbirds, because I don't like them whatsoever. Now, I got me a little tea. Well, I'm going to be spilling a little bit of mine, but it ain't no real tea spilling, but, this story time. Let me see if it's still hot. Oh, it's not that hot, but I got like some common tea, and I got like some little mucus tea, some antiviral tea going on. Y'all know what we need up out here in these streets. So anywho, let me give y'all my story time. So this was not BC, definitely not before Christ, but it was BT, before 30. Yep, before 30. This was like in 2015 going into 2016 or whatever. So I have an auntie, and my auntie, like, she's my mom's sister, her oldest sister, one of her older sisters. And so my auntie used to sell Avon. So when I found out my auntie sold Avon, I was geeked, because I've always been like a avid buyer of Avon. I love Avon products. mostly like they jewelry, even though the quality ain't the same as it was like when I was a kid and my mama used to buy versus like now. But they always like have their trends on point and they bring you some good pieces, right? So I was starting to, you know, I was into makeup, so I was trying to see like the different brands of makeup, their palettes, how far they had came, like, you know, different things. Because I remember back in the day, Avon, you know, makeup wasn't they jish when they niche, it wasn't a thing to me. Especially not for us that look like this. So, but they body care, they lip glosses, all that stuff, they eyeliners, they was hidden. They was hidden. Their jewelry, they like Cuban zirconia earrings. They used to look kind of real, like stuff like that. They necklace, they sterling silver was always on point. The necklaces and the rings and the earrings, like I used to love to buy that stuff. Like I would go crazy. But anywho, my auntie was selling Avon. And so I was like, ooh, let me start racking up on me some Avon. I love Avon. Let me go ahead and get me some. So I think I had placed like maybe 2 orders with my auntie. And so she had asked me, she was like, Toya, if you, you know, at work and, you know, anybody want Avon, let them know I sell it. And, you know, we'll figure out how to get it to them, this, that, and the other. And I was just like, my auntie, I don't want to do that, is what I was thinking. Because I know how people can be. Like, you know, they'll say one thing and do something totally different. And I just didn't want to go through that. Plus, I wasn't driving. I'm still not driving or whatever. But I don't have a license. So I'll be on a train and a bus. Or, you know, might have to ask somebody for a ride to carry some stuff. But eventually, you know, I did it. I didn't start it. I let other people come to me or whatever. They came to me. Like she said, if people ask about it, then let them know I sell it. So on a particular day, like I would have like Avon books. Like I was working at a call center, and at my job, what we got like, well, we had 3 different departments. One department was like for schools, and then we had another department that was for jobs. Then they had some other stuff that they used to do in between, like with both. So you would have like a mixture of both, and then you would have one that's like totally committed. And I worked on like different, I worked on so many different campaigns at my old job. I did work. I did, my primary thing was I was a person that, let's say you're looking for a job and you used to put in on like Career Builder or something like that. Well, I was the person that was calling you when you circled that little, even if you didn't, that little education box. That was me. I was the type, I was basically trying to get, recruiting people to go to school or seeing what would be a good school for them or a good program that's a good fit for them to do continuation of their education, even though a lot of people were looking for work. So I had been working there. I started in 2013. It was like June of 2013. I had got laid off at the post office or whatever in March, and that job had came up through some other program, and I was like, well, okay, let's see. It's a job. We're gonna see where it go. So about this time, I was like a veteran in the game. I had seen so many campaigns come in and out and this and that. And this person was too. I don't think she was there before me, per se. Because I don't remember seeing her there before me. She could have been, but I don't think she was. So I've also seen like campaigns come and go. People get laid off. Like I had never got laid off from my job. Like I always was working. So anywho, the lady, people start asking me like, Toya, do you sell Avon? No, I don't, but my auntie do. If you would like to place an order, you know, tell them how they can place their order. Whether you write your order on a piece of paper, you can take the book, circle, put your name back, this, that, and the other. So how we will arrange it is Avon will come like in 2 weeks. So usually I would have a book on the week that we're not paid, and then by the week that we do get paid, then you'll be able to pay your Avon. So I had been doing pretty good. People would put in their orders. People was paying for their orders. People was doing what they had to do. Now, I had one incident before this incident, but it wasn't the same. Like, the girl ended up giving me, you know, the rest of the money or whatever. So, it was totally different. But, baby, let me tell y'all about this lady. So, she had ordered some Avon before. She did. She had placed the order before, paid for it, did her thing, whatever. I had never had no problem with her. She wasn't, like, my best friend and but we always spoke. I never had no issue with her. So I'm going to call her Carly. Because that's what she was around the job. She thought she was young. She tried to dress young. She always was looking for a man. Baby, when I tell you, thought them bopping looking for a man, I always looking for a man. And it's like, ma'am, you've lived your days. Like, let the young girls around here look for their men. And I don't even include myself, because I'm looking for no man around that call center. It wasn't a lot to look for either. Especially around that time. Like, all the guys that had came in and came out had came in and came out. So, it was like, nah, I'm good. So, Carly decides to ask me, can she wants to place another order. So, I was like, sure. So, give Carly the book or whatever. And she putting the stuff in, right, y'all? So, what I would usually do is, once you put your order in, my auntie will put in the orders, and I'll tell you your total. So that way you could know before she start ordering this stuff. So then, once you was done with that, and you know your total, then I would tell you that weekend of, that Monday coming up, on like Saturday or Sunday, I'm coming to bring you your order. You gonna be at work? Because I don't want to carry this stuff on the train and you not there, you know. And I wasn't gonna leave people's stuff like at their desk. Like, I used to see people do that a lot when I first started. That used to sell Avon, they leave people's stuff under their desk and stuff. But I wasn't that type of person, because I would feel bad if somebody came and stole or did anything. And our job had changed a lot from when I first started working there to then. So y'all, I text Carly on a Saturday, like, yeah, I want you to know that your order, I bring your order to work on Monday. You're gonna be there on Monday. No response. So I'm just like, okay. Did she not see my message? It said red though, but okay. So I'm like, well, maybe she just didn't respond. Maybe she looked at it and thought she responded, whatever. So, you know, that Sunday came. So I text her like early in the day. This lady got me texting her like I'm her baby mother or something, trying to see, because she babysit our kid. Like, no, bro, like, seriously, like, what's up, Carly? So I turn around and I text her again. And when I text her the second time, it took her some time to respond, like hours, but she finally responded. And she was like, Latoya, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna have the money for the order. Do you think that you can let me have it and then I'll pay you in like the next 2 weeks? What? First and foremost, I don't know what it is, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care who don't like it. With black people that think that when people sell them stuff, whether it's a service, like I do makeup, whether it's Avon, whatever, they always looking for a deal. But you'll walk right in the store and pay full price for whatever it is and not even ask for a sale unless you see that something's on sale. How you gonna ask for a whole 2-week extension on a $45-some order? It was like 40, I think it was like at the most, it was like 44.90 something or something like that. Like, it was in the $40 range. 2 weeks? Like, I know what I make here. I know you're not making what I'm making, because you're on a whole different campaign than I am, and they pay more. So, seriously, dog? 2 more weeks? You need a 2-week extension? Like there's a telephone bill? Like I'm Sprint? So I'm like, well, I can't tell you that because I'm not the one selling Avon. It's my auntie that's selling Avon, and I don't think it work like that or whatever. And so she was like, well, I'm not gonna have the money. Like, just wrote in that way. So I just didn't respond. I was just like, whatever. So I was sitting around, and I had told my auntie the situation, and my auntie was kind of like, well, you know, I could work with her. And I'm like, okay, if you know you can work with her, you can work with her. She's like, I can't give her 2 weeks, but let's see what she could do with, you know, let's see, can she at least give you half this week? This way I get half of it, then we could work on, you know. And I was like, okay, when I see her at work, I ain't gonna text her that. I asked her at work, right? So y'all, get to work on Monday, passing out everybody's stuff. Now, I don't remember seeing her on Monday. It seemed like I didn't see her, or I seen her, but we didn't talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually when you walk in, people be like, good morning. It's just like she was trying her best to avoid me. And me being me, I was not going to put her in an uncomfortable situation, especially not on the workroom floor. For one, I'm soliciting. You're not supposed to be selling Avon on the workroom floor. And for two, I just didn't want to put nobody's business out there. So it was like, if I was going to tell her, I wanted to, like, you know, tell her to the side and ask her could she do it that way. So she turns around, and we don't say nothing that Monday. It is what it is. I don't care to talk about it. I gave everybody their order, this and that. So Tuesday, same thing. Like, she tried to avoid me, I guess. I walk on the workroom floor. Good morning, everybody. This, that, and the other. I go to my desk. Now, we had like 2 break rooms. Well, we really had one little corner break room, but we had like a break area. So the ice in the break area was not good, but the one in the break room was. So I had went to the actual break room so I could fill up my cup with ice. Because and one thing about working at certain call centers, the ice be the bomb. So went to go get my little ice, whatever. As I'm walking in, she turns around. Carly turns around. And she like, whoo. And she like, whoo. And she like, whoo. Hey, LaToya. And I'm like, hey, Carly, how you doing? And she, good morning to you. I'm sorry, I don't have the money. You know, I wanted to talk to you about that. You know, I had plans for my money. Kid y'all not. That's how she said it to me. What? No, I'm sorry. Like, can I? Like, I couldn't even get out what I wanted to say to her because we was by ourselves. And I was going to tell her I had plans for my money. And I had grown so much because the old Toya would have been like, and you telling me that for what? I don't give a, you know. But the better version of Toya that was trying to come into adulthood was like, okay. Simple as that. That's what I said to her. Okay. And she was like, yeah, and she's still trying to talk. I walked out, I got my ice, and I walked right on up out the break room. It was nothing to talk about because that's rude. I had plans for my money. Obviously, everybody got plans for their money. But if $40 not in your plans, then your money is real funny, and you should have never put your name on nothing because you knew the total before. So as I'm walking on the workroom floor, I like got this like look on my face, and my coworker that's like my sister to this day, she looking at me like, sis, you okay? And I'm like, girl, do you know Carly just told me in the break room, you know she was avoiding me. But no, you don't know. Well, I'm telling you, she was avoiding me, and I finally like was finna talk to her, and she gonna tell me she had plans for her money. As if I supposed to care. When you placed the order, that was still plans for your money. And so my friend was looking at me like, what did you say? Because she know I got a temper. And she was like, Toya, what you say back? I was like, I just told her okay. And I walked off. Because I didn't have the energy to go there. Like, I had already decided that the money that the money that my auntie could lose, she wasn't going to lose. Because I was going to take that stuff. And I was going to have some stuff for like Christmas gifts and stuff. Some stuff for myself, So I was just like the stuff that was like appropriate and younger, I was going to give out as gifts to like my little goddaughter and stuff like that. Because she had like some earring sets that was like young and cute. And there was like the perfume and stuff. I wasn't going to get the perfume, but like the little body washes and all that. Like, yeah, I could do that. So, y'all. I'm sitting on the workroom floor, minding my business. Kid y'all not. My friend that's my sister walk up to me and she like, sis, can I talk to you for a minute? And I'm like, sure. She was like, I was in the bathroom and I heard Carly talking about you. And I'm like, talking about me? Like, what was she saying? She was saying, I don't owe her no $40-some. She lying. Her auntie that tacked on stuff trying to rob me out my money. I ain't ordered no $40-some. I'm sorry, she's like $30-some worth of stuff. And so me, I was like, she didn't order $30-some worth of stuff. She can't count because the B, and I said the B word, ordered like $40-some worth of stuff. So maybe she don't know how to count and don't understand why she trying to say I'm tacking on stuff with her tack hit. Like, I was mad, y'all. So I'm just like, let me calm down. Let me calm down. So she sits up there and she's still like saying little stuff. Like I get up to go to the bathroom or whatever, to go like about to confront her. Go to the bathroom, she ain't in the bathroom. I look on the workroom floor, she's standing up on the phone. So I'm not going to walk up to her while she on the phone. So I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. So I heard little bits and pieces like on and off the workroom floor. Yeah, I don't owe that much money. I don't know who ordered that. They didn't gave me. Like, just keep going on. I'm just looking like, number one, I was never going to disrespect her because she's older than me. Is she old enough to be my mama? No. I don't think none of her kids is older than me. Number two, I wasn't going to sit up there and go in on her in the beginning because, again, it ain't my battle. I had already decided a plan for what was going to happen. So it was just like, I ain't need you. But one thing I don't play about is, don't play with my reputation, my name, and my integrity. Because I would never play with yours. I don't sit up there, I don't talk about nobody. I'm not doing nothing. I'm handling my business. So now I'm mad because you try to make it look like we trying to steal from you, like you got something. You don't dress nice. You don't look nice. You wear the regularest wigs. You still wearing blue eyeshadow on your eyelids. Like Cardi's, like, let's be real. Like, this ain't what we finna go with this. Like, it ain't gonna work for me. So this is where the part gets, I'm like, you know what? I still hear her talking like off and on. I hear little stuff and my friend looking at me and I'm like, she's still talking. So I know her routine because, while I sit there, I can watch everybody go out the door. And I think she got off at 4:30. And that particular day, I think I was getting off at 5:30. And so I see her or whatever. I see the time and I'm like, alright, it's 4:25. So I'm putting on my coat. I put myself in do not disturb. I put on my coat. And this other lady that I don't like, who she work at my new job or whatever, but I don't like her. She don't like me. She ain't never liked me. She was just trying to fake the funk. She like, Toya, where you going? I'm like, oh, just to get some fresh air. And she like, fresh air? Now, y'all, this the winter time. That's why I'm putting on my coat. Like, well, like, I had like a jacket. I ain't put on a real big coat, but I had on like a jacket or whatever. But no, I did put on my coat because I was like, after I fight her, I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to get fired. So I'm going to have all my stuff with me. So I go downstairs and I'm waiting in the door. It's 4:26, and I know she be like the first person out the door. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Bye. So that's her usual. So I go downstairs or whatever, and it's like 4:30. So I hear the door open. It ain't her. Good night, Latoya. Good night, everybody. Hear the door open again. Somebody else come out. Good night, Latoya. Good night, everybody. Hit the door again. Some more people come out. Latoya, you waiting on the ride? No, I'm just getting some fresh air. Y'all just have to, take a breather off the phone. Oh, understand that. So I look at my phone in my hand. It's like 4:38. And I'm like, so where's she at? Door open. Ain't her. So at 4:40, I'm like, well, maybe she went through the front. So I run to the front of the building, y'all. Like, I bet you if our cameras work, because at that bootleg job, I don't think none worked. But I bet you if our cameras work, somebody would have been like, what's going on? Or whatever. Like, I would have been caught for real. But ain't none work at that job, so I didn't care. Ran to the front of the building. I waited for because I saw another lady who usually walked with her. And she went with her. So I ran to the front of the building because I'm like, well, if she walking this way and they leave around the same time all the time, she probably went through the front. So, y'all, I run to the front of the building. I'm standing there, door open. I looked out the door first to see do I see her, because if I see her, I'm just going to run up on her. I won't go sneak hit her now, so I'm like, let me talk to you for a minute. So, I run to the front. I don't see her. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So about 4:50-ish, almost 5 o'clock, I come back upstairs. So everybody looking at me like, what happened, pretty much. So my friend, he like, we gonna call him Steve. He like, I know you didn't just go down there trying to fight that lady. Yo, I was laughing so hard, and I'm like, I went down there to take a breather off these phones, and so he was like, well, I said, get over there to get some fresh air. So the other lady, we don't call her Angie, who I don't like, she was like, girl, I knew you was lying, because you ain't even you ain't ever get no fresh air in the summertime, so how you going to get some fresh air in the winter? And I was just like, in my head, like, you probably told her that I was looking for her. She went the other way or something. So, y'all, I'm pissed because I just knew, like, I wanted to knock this lady clean out. I already knew from what I was about to say to her, like, it wasn't going to be no, hey, it was going to start off, I need to talk to you for a minute. It was just going to be just like that. And the minute was going to be, keep my motherfucking name out your mouth, because you lying on me, and lying on me gonna have hands on you. And I know she was gonna think that she bad and this and that, and it was gonna be right there. So I already knew that this was not going to go in no nice manner, and I didn't care, because at this point you had pissed me so far off that hands is the only thing I got for you. But I want to warn you first, so you don't be like, she's sneak hitting. Nope. Y'all, I was so mad that I couldn't find that lady. I don't know. I guess maybe she had already went through the front door, like at 4:30, to like not have to see me. But I was so heated. But I never fought her. But I did tell her. I walked up to her desk and I said to her, she tried to speak to me the next morning, like, good morning. When I came down, I said, don't say nothing to me. Keep my name out your mouth. That's all I'm going to tell you. I don't need to say it again, and I ain't going to say it again. If I think I hear you talking about me, we're going to have a problem, Carly. And then the older ladies who worked there was looking like, who heard me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I came and apologized. I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for y'all to see that side of me. But I was over it. Like, and they, like, most of the people that know me know I'm nice. Like, I don't talk, I don't mess with nobody. I'm goofy, I'm fun. Once you cross me, it ain't no talking to me. Unless you got, like, a sincere apology or something waiting, like, just gone. But I literally looked at her and said, don't say nothing to me. Keep my name out your mouth. and make sure you keep my name out your mouth, or we gonna have a problem here, and you ain't gonna like the problem that we gonna have. And everybody that like Harvey was looking at me like, and I had to apologize because most of the women that sat over there was like older women, like old enough to be like my grandma. So I did apologize, you know, to them for them hearing me talk to her like that. But it was a wrap. Like, you had disrespected me for no reason. I didn't care if you couldn't pay $40. Like, that was your issue. That wasn't my problem. I wasn't gonna broadcast your business all over the workroom floor, cause that ain't what I'm here for. That ain't what I'm gonna do. But you trying to lie on me and makes like I want to steal from you. Steal what? I got nothing to steal. Nothing. I don't want nothing from you. From them yellow teeth to that fake behind that you be walking around with, thinking you thick, and putting that belt all the way up here. Man, let me stop. But I was just so annoyed. I'm like, this lady really tried it. Like, she tried it. And I remember when it was time for me to resign or whatever from that job, you know, she tried to tell me bye. I was just like, thank you, you know, whatever. But it was just like, I don't want to talk to you. I want to say nothing to you. Like, don't say nothing to me. Like, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Honestly and truly, like, go on about your business. Like, I am not the person to play with. And I hate when people do that. Like, they try to pick with you, or they try to say little stuff thinking because you so nice, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna lie on me. You ain't gonna make it seem like we out here hot for $40 when you out here who can't pay it. Like, no, ma'am. No, you're not. But yeah, y'all, that's my true story, how I was about to drag my coworker. And, you know, it didn't happen. I remember sitting on a train one day after I had left my job. She knew it was me. Even though I didn't look the same. Like, I had went from being bald head at the job that I was at. Like, my hair was short. When she had finally seen me, it had almost been a year, I had like a puff in my head. She was looking, and she tried to like walk on silently to the train. Then we got on the same bus. Then she felt like, hey, Latoya. Hey, what's up? I don't speak to you with no enthusiasm. Like, I want to talk to you. Like, go about your business. I ain't got nothing bad to say to you, Carly, but we ain't got nothing to talk about. Like, seriously. Like, no. Y'all, I swear, I can't stand little stupid stuff like that. Like, none of that had to happen. When I said okay, that's all that should have had to be. And the okay part was me respecting you because of your age. Because if it was somebody that was really my age, I know I would have went in. You know what I'm saying? If somebody that was with, because she was probably in her 40s then. I was like 28. To be 29 or something like that, or 29, you know. So she probably was like 43, 44. Like, I was still trying to respect you. And you still, like, I had plans for my money. How many? Because that was only $40. How many plans you had? I'll wait. But that's my time, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all that little story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend, because, you know, it's Saturday night. And I know I'm stuck in the house, bored. So, yeah. Quarantining. That's a different story for a different day. But, yeah. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Peace and blessings to all. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Share my video, y'all. Like my video and subscribe. Come on, y'all. We bringing in new blessings, new subscribers, new content. We bringing it. And y'all, I know y'all probably can't see my whole sweater or whatever, but this was like the little two-piece that I was telling y'all about. They got like the bunch that I had got, and I was like, I see if I will show it. But y'all, this thing, I shrunk it so bad, it can't be shown without sitting down like this. Like, this the only way it can be shown. But I absolutely will be buying another, and I know for a fact I would not be drying it ever. And I don't even remember drying it. I just know I was throwing everything in there. But yeah, just a little two-piece. I think it's so cute, or whatever. But again, y'all, Peace, love, and blessings, and thank y'all for checking out my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good night, morning, whenever you're seeing my video. Enjoy your day. Enjoy it, okay?